Between my 3 kids and I, we have been using IEW for over 10 years. I'm excited to do a whole week worth of Fix-It grammar with you today. Thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Trisha and I'm at Juicebox Homeschool. Today I'm going to walk you through what a full week looks like in IEW's Fix-It Grammar. I have been using this resource for many, many years. We have used IEW for writing and grammar for my kids since they've been in kindergarten, and it has been so helpful and fruitful now that I have a high schooler who's gone through IEW since the beginning. She's now in a honors English reading and writing course online that is very difficult and very demanding, and I'm so proud of where she's at with writing. It's something that comes fairly easy to her now, and I really credit IEW for laying down that structure and style of her writing. So I was really excited this year when my youngest started with Fix-It Grammar, and she's in level 1, the nose tree. This is the student book and this is the teacher manual, and they have made a lot of great updates to Fix-It Grammar, which I had to get the newer version because the updates are definitely worth it and make things a lot easier on the parent and the student. So we are going to go through together with my 3rd grader so that you can get a good picture of what it would look like for you. This video is in partnership with IEW, and we are offering a giveaway in this video. The details will be down below in the description, but the prize for one of you will be a level of Fix-It Grammar of your choice, which I'm really excited about because this curriculum is one that I think any family can benefit from, any student. It is so well done. It takes an actual piece of literature and uses that to teach grammar. The student will use the passage, they become kind of like the editor, and they will fix the grammar in that paragraph, and each week a new lesson is taught with a new grammar rule, and the student will take that new lesson and apply it to the piece of literature to fix those elements of grammar, and that just kind of layers on top. And no matter what level you start with, they will always review from the very beginning the lessons from start to finish. And so they do have a guide online that will help you determine the level for your student to purchase, but you don't have to worry about them missing. If you're going to start in a later level, that's fine because they will go through each one from the very beginning. So we have found that each lesson takes about 10 minutes a day. The curriculum is designed to be completed 4 days a week. So there's day 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Monday or day 1, whatever day you want to be your day 1, will be a little bit longer because that will be the lesson where the teacher really goes through and explains the new grammar rule. So that's one of the things I love about this curriculum, is that it's short. I love short lessons. I feel like students tend to gain more from short lessons because we hold their attention span, and also it's done for 4 days a week. So we're just kind of repeating, and we're getting multiple opportunities to practice the same thing. So currently we are on week 10. So this is my student's book. Here's a little example of week 9, but we'll start with week 10 together so you can see what a full lesson looks like. So we are on day 1. So my student is here with me, my 3rd grader. So she already read the lesson on her own, so she has an idea of what this is about, but I will show you here what we are learning for week 10 so you have an idea. We're going to learn about verbs. A verb shows action, links the subject to another word, or helps another verb. In week 9, previously we learned about action verbs. This week you will learn about linking verbs. A linking verb links the subject to a noun or an adjective. It gives a memorizing section to give examples of linking verbs. It says, for more information about linking verbs, see page G9. So this is the teacher book. The student book looks very similar. The text is all the same, except doesn't have this column right here where it has additional notes and information. This part says, ask students to identify the subjects and the verb. A find it section, find the linking verb in the sentence. So you do a practice together, and it teaches the student how to mark the linking verb, write V above for each verb and S above for each subject. So you kind of walk through an example here so that the student has practice with the parent. So it is helpful to have the teacher's manual for this one. I know some curriculum you can get away without getting the teacher's manual, but I found it really helpful to have these extra notes and to follow along with the student, so I'm not having to be over her shoulder or take her book to find different references. But if you look at just the side by side of the teacher book and the student book, you can see they're very, very similar. Goes through verb here, memorize it, find it, mark it, the example. So the only difference is right here, this column. That kind of guides you through how to teach the lesson and gives you the answers to the questions. Okay, so now we're going to move on to day 1. So here's the difference between the teacher book and the student book for day 1. This section is the same, so what I love about this is it shows what you need to mark. In the previous older versions, it doesn't tell the student what they need to mark and how many, so this one is great. It tells the student you are looking for 3 articles to label, 4 nouns, 1 pronoun, 2 adjectives, 1 prepositional phrase, 1 who which clause, and 3 subject verb pairs. And so this might look like a lot because we are on week 10. To show you what week 1 looks like, it really does slowly build these skills. So for week 1, day 1, they were only marking 2 nouns and fixing 1 capital and 1 end mark. And then it slowly over time, here's week 3, builds that market list. 4 articles, 5 nouns, 3 pronouns, 1 capital and 1 end mark. By week 10, this could look a little advanced, but they did build up these skills to this point, so it's not overwhelming for a student who's gone through this for 10 weeks. Each of the 4 days will start with a vocabulary word. 1 vocabulary word is bolded and it's sewed. My daughter will look up her word. This is the dictionary that we're using, a used one that we bought from a book sale. This has served us well for this age. In case you need a dictionary, I'll link it below. So now I'm going to pass it on to my daughter. I'll be here to help her with day 1.
She sewed a bag. Her bag looks similar to the bag which the soldier owned.
Okay, so for your vocabulary word, you're going to look up this word, sewed, in the dictionary.
To work with needle and thread.
So I typically have her write her vocabulary word up top and write the definition first. And so this will help her understand the meaning of the sentence before she goes into the grammar lessons.
I need to find 3 articles with the AR above it, 4 nouns, 1 pronoun, 2 adjectives, 1 prepositional phrase, 2 the bag, 1 who which clause, 3 subject verb pairs, and then 2 capitals and an end mark. Do I just rewrite it now?
So now that she's made all her fixes, she's going to rewrite it. Okay, so now we're on day 2, and we have same thing. We have a bolded word, which is our 1 vocabulary word to look up. Remaining. Go ahead and look that up.
Remaining.
So I love this part about Fix It Grammar and giving practice in looking words up in the dictionary and growing in vocabulary and learning new words.
Okay, now I'm going to label the 4 articles. Now I'm going to do the 4 nouns. Soldiers is not a noun, right? That's an adjective. Yes. Okay, I'll just write that later. Now I'm going to do the 1 pronoun. Then it's the 2 adjectives. Mommy, is remaining an adjective?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to do 3 prepositional phrases. To a party, and then at the palace is another. Now I have to do the capital and the end mark. Hi everyone, it's day 3, and this is a sentence. The soldiers were busy with the king, and the princess traded the magic bag for her handmade bag. So now I have to look up traded, and that's the vocabulary word. Means to give in exchange. Okay, now I have to label the 5 nouns, which are busy is an adjective, right?
Yes. So her handmade bag, both her and handmade.
Oh, now I get it. That one's a tricky one.
Right.
And then the subject is princess, and the verb is traded.
Yes.
All right, this is day 4, and we're going to start with vocabulary. The vocabulary is searched, the S section, for some we're going to do the 3 articles, which are the, and the. 1 pronoun. Oh, I know, it's it, right? Okay, capital is after. Oh, Mommy.
Yeah?
Did you see that they actually put the things that you can put over it right here?
How to label it?
Yeah.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful, right? So you know.
Yeah.
So now she's finishing up day 4 of the rewrite it section, and that concludes an entire week of Fix It grammar. And as you can see, the lessons are short and sweet. I love the way they've designed each page so that the student knows very clearly how to label it and what to look for. It's short enough that it really does take about 10 minutes. I think the longest part is looking the vocabulary word up in the dictionary and writing out the definition. We love this curriculum as it really helps with their writings. She's also doing the writing course SSS 1A and doing an online course, and Fix It Grammar is part of that class. It's also really helpful just in her self-correcting her own work, which has been fruitful. We've seen a lot of growth in her writing because of this already. With all 3 kids, we've been doing the writing courses, the SSS 1 all the way up to 1C, and my oldest daughter used the Intro to Public Speaking course last year. We've used that early course, the Primary Art of Learning course, over 2 years. I've spread it out for kindergarten and first grade for my younger 2. So that was fun, full of games, learning games, and creative ways of introducing phonics and blended sounds. That course really helped them get started with reading and writing. We've just continued on with their writing courses and now started Fix It Grammar with my youngest. If you have any questions about IEW, I would be happy to answer. I feel very equipped to talk about IEW. We've been doing it for so many years, and be sure to check out the description box because we have a really special giveaway for a level of your choice of Fix It Grammar. Make sure to enter that. You don't want to miss out on such an easy, smooth curriculum to implement. It complements any language arts curriculum that you're using. You don't have to use IEW writing courses. It does help, definitely, but you can just add Fix It Grammar to any language arts curriculum and it would be pretty seamless and helpful.
Please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, Juicebox Homeschool. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!